if the problem was never you, but the place you live in? Because some people move to a different city and suddenly become happier, more confident, and more social, without changing who they are at all. Same person, different environment. And honestly, I don't think people talk about this enough. Because we love telling people work harder, wake up at 5 a.m., as if a morning routine is going to fix a life that is emotionally draining you every single day. But sometimes you're not lazy. You are exhausted. There is a difference. And your environment can quietly shape almost everything: your mood, your confidence, your ambition, the people you meet, the opportunities you see, and even the version of yourself you become. Because in some places, stress becomes part of who you are. You stop dreaming big, you stop trying new things, you become emotionally tired without even realizing it. You get used to it. You start thinking, this is just who I am. But then someone moves to a different city or a different country, and suddenly they are doing things they never imagined before. Applying for jobs, meeting new people, starting business, even going outside start feeling easier somehow. And no, moving don't magically solve your problems. If you struggled with anxiety, loneliness, insecurity, these things do not disappear at the airport. Sometimes moving is uncomfortable. Actually, most of the time it is. You might feel lonely at first, you might miss home, you might still have nights where you wonder if moving was the right decision. But even then, some people slowly realize something important. Maybe they were never not good at life, maybe they were just stuck in the environment that drained them every day. And environments affect people more than we admit. Some places reward ambition, some punish it. Some places are full of opportunities, others makes opportunity feel impossible. In some places, dreaming feels embarrassing. In other places, it feels normal. And people change depending on the energy around them too. Some communities are warmer, more open, more encouraging, more friendly. Other environments make people cold, defensive, stressed. And sometimes one supportive environment can completely change someone's confidence. Even workplaces can change people. You ever notice how one job makes you feel motivated and creative, and other makes you feel emotionally drained every day? Now imagine the effect of changing an entire city or entire country. That is huge. And honestly, I think some people bloom when they finally leave the environment that constantly underestimated them. Not because they became smarter overnight, but because they finally had room to breathe, room to try, room to become someone new. And sometimes people even find love, friendships, a career they wouldn't never find if they stayed the exact same place forever. That does not mean everyone should leave their country. No, some people move and become happier. Other realizes the issue was deeper than geography. Because again, moving can be like a reset, a reminder that life bigger than tiny corner you have known your whole life. And honestly, trying and finding somewhere new is something healthier than staying stuck somewhere familiar forever. At least you learn, you grow, you adapt, you see different cultures, different ways of living. different ways of thinking. You realize the world is much bigger than your current routine. And maybe that is the real point. Not escaping your life, but giving yourself the chance to discover whether a different environment brings out a healthier version of you. Because sometimes changing your environment is the most self-respecting thing you can do. With awareness, with courage, and with realistic expectations. And who knows, maybe the version of you that feels more alive, more confident, more hopeful, has been waiting somewhere else this whole time. So now I'm curious, do you think people change depending on where they live? Or do you think we stay the same no matter where we go? And honestly, have you ever been somewhere that made you feel more like yourself? If you enjoy these kind of videos, this kind of conversation about life, you should probably subscribe, because we're definitely talking about this again. See you next video.